This is the argument we have with Queenslanders and South Australians. That's called a dropper in my part of the world. South Australians call it a picket. I call it a dropper, and the black one is a picket. They call it a dropper. So we won't have this argument, but that's a picket and that's a dropper. Righto, this is just a bit more we'll do with fencing. This is what they call an end assembly. Sometimes they have 3 rails, sometimes only have 2, but this one's only got 2. This is the post. They actually cement it into the ground, and the rails are welded between each post. In this country, the ground gets very, very wet, this black soil, and when it gets wet, it starts to swell. And if you only put a single post like that in and put the gate on it, when you come back after the wet, what would have happened? This post, with the little bit of weight of the wire on the end of it, pulling on it, and the ground sucking in like that, it'll just go into ground, it'll just go pop, and it'll just fly out of the ground and come back, and it'll be sticking up here somewhere, or not even in the ground any. It might be laying on the ground here, but the ground is so dry now, it's opened up. You can see the cracks in the ground, but it opens up, and then when it gets wet, it just comes back in and squeezes the cement, and then the cement gets squeezed like that, and it just pops it out of the ground, and then the post's gone. And to stop it from popping, they use these things here. They're called stays. They actually go down on an angle, and that pushes them back. The sort of the pressure, if they start to pull, the pressure goes on this, and it stops them from coming out of the ground. These posts would be about, 3 foot in the ground. If you do them shorter than that, they will pop out for sure. And you need them strong to keep your gates level.